topic is shift in the demand curve. This is also known as change in the demand. So change in demand occurs due to the change in the other factors other than price. That means if the demand will be changes only because of price is known as your expansion and contraction of demand. But here the change in, there is only change in demand. This point should be noted. There is not any of quantity demand. If we discuss about the quantity demand, then there is a related to the change in the price. But here we discuss the change in demand only. So change in demand is due to change in the factors other than price. So there has also two options. Either it flows rightward shift or there is a leftward shift. Rightward shift means increase in demand or leftward shift means decrease in demand. So there is, we can say that increase in demand occurs when there is a favorable changes of the other factors, and decrease in demand we can say that there is a unfavorable changes of the other factors. Here there is some example where we discuss this topic. Change in demand, that means when the price is 20, the demand is 100. When the price is 20, then demand will be increases. As we discussed the increase in demand, that means that the demand is increases. So the diagram is like this. This is your x-axis, y-axis. This indicates price and this indicates demand. So when the price is 20, the demand is 100, and when the price is 20, the demand curve is like that. When the price is 20, the demand is 100, the demand curve is like that. That is your A and B. And when the price will be 20, the demand will be 150. 150 means like this. So that the demand curve will be like this. So that means there is a rightward movement, or we can say that the demand curve shift in rightward. Like this, decrease in demand. The demand curve is like this. This is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. This indicates price, this indicates quantity, this indicates only demand. So when the price is 20, then the demand will be 100. So the demand curve is like that. When the price is 20, then demand decreases from 100 to 70. So we are shift from rightward or leftward? Yes, we are shift from leftward. So the demand curve is this point. We can say that this is a 70. So that means the demand curve is like that. So that means the demand curve flow leftward. So this is your decrease in demand, or we can say that the demand curve shift leftward. So the reason of change of the demand is only due to the changes of the factors other than the price. If there is changes in the price, then this will be your movement along with the demand curve. And if the demand changes due to the other factors, then this is known as your shift in the demand curve, and this is also known as your change in the demand. Now we discuss the topic of substitute goods and complementary goods with the diagram. So substitute goods are those goods which can be used in place of one another, which gives the equal satisfaction. For example is tea and coffee. If you don't get the tea, then you can switch the coffee. Like this, complementary goods are those goods which can be used together or consumed together to satisfy a particular wants. Here the example is car and petrol. If we discuss some directions related to substitute goods, so here I take the price of tea and demand of tea, and we compare the substitute goods of tea, that is your demand of coffee. So if the price of tea increases, then the demand of tea will be decreased, that we know already. But as we compare to the demand of coffee, then if your price of tea increases, then people will switch to the coffee. So here the demand of coffee will be increases. Like that, if the price of tea decreases, then demand of coffee will be increases, and the demand of coffee that time will be decreases. So this can be explained through a diagram. So diagram y axis, this is x axis. Y axis indicates the price of tea, and here the x axis indicates the quantity demand of coffee. So when the price of tea is this much, then the demand of coffee will be this much. That means when the price of tea increases, then demand of coffee will be also increases. And as like when the price of tea decreases from this point to this point, this is decreases, then demand of coffee will also decreases. Then this like this. So now we join this. So this is the demand curve D1. This is O. So that means here we can say that in the substitute goods, the demand curve flow upward movement, or we can say that there is a positive relationship between the price of tea and the demand of coffee in case of your substitute goods. Now we discuss the complementary goods directions. So here we have taken the examples related to a car and petrol. Here the price of petrol, if the price of petrol increases, then demand of petrol will be decreased. As compared, then demand of car also decreased. Same as like when the price of petrol decreases, then demand of petrol will be increased. So for this purpose, the demand of car also increase. This can be explained with the help of diagram. The diagram is like that. This is y-axis, this is x-axis. Y-axis indicates the price of petrol, and x-axis indicates the price of quantity demanded of car. So when price is like this, the quantity demand of car is this point. This is P and this is Q. Okay. When the price increases, then the quantity demand of car will be decreased. This is from P1 to Q1. As like when the price P2, then the price decreases, the demand will be increased. So this is Q2. So the demand curve will be like this. You just join this. The demand curve is like this, and this is your D1, and this is your downward movement of the demand curve. Or we can say that there is a downward flow of demand. So this is the topic related to your substitute goods and complementary goods. Our next topic is cross demand. So the cross demand is involved with basically two goods, that is your substitute goods and complementary goods. So cross demand refers to the relationship between the demand of given commodity and the price of related commodity. As we know that the related commodities are your substitute goods and complementary goods, and all the things remaining constant. So here there is a functional relationship between the price of given commodity and price of related commodity. So the function can be expressed that dx equals to f of py. So dx stands for demand of given commodity, and f stands for functional relationship, and py stands for price of related commodity. And the related commodity is your substitute goods and complementary goods. Here the cross demand may be positive or may be negative. So positive in case of your substitute goods or negative in case of your complementary goods. Positive means if the price increases, then demand also increases. That means there is a positive relationship between the price and quantity demanded of the commodity. But in complementary goods, there is a negative relationship, means if your price increases, then demand will be decreases and vice versa. That means there is a inverse relationship or negative relationship between the price and demand of the commodity. This can be explained through a diagram as follows. The diagram of substitute goods is like that. This is price of tea and this is price of demand of quantity demand of coffee. So when the price is P, then quantity demanded is Q. Here we discuss the increase in price of substitute goods. So this is the effect. What is the effect on the demand curve? So demand curve will be if the price from P to P1, then demand curve will be also increase the coffee. So this is from Q to Q1. So demand curve is like that. So there is increase in demand means there is price will be increases, then demand of the coffee will be increases. So the demand curve will be like this. As compared when the substitute goods is the price of tea and quantity demand of coffee. This is your x-axis and this is your y-axis, same x-axis and y-axis. So when the price is P is like this, the quantity is Q. The quantity demanded of coffee is like this. When the price from P2 decreases from P1, then quantity demanded of coffee will also decreases. Yes or no? So the demand curve will be like this. So that means there is leftward movement. So there is positive movement in case of your if the price of substitute good increases, and there is a leftward movement or the negative movement. We can say that the leftward movement in case of your price of substitute goods decreases. Like that, in case of your complementary goods, same diagram will be followed. This is your y-axis and this is your x-axis. So here the complementary goods is this is price of petrol and this is quantity demand of car. So when the price P is like this, the quantity will be this much. So when the price increases from P to P1, then quantity demand of car will be decreases. Yes or no? So this is one diagram and this is also one diagram. That means there is a leftward movement when there is an increase in the price of complementary goods. Like that, another diagram is like this. This is y-axis and this is x-axis. This is the quantity demanded of car and this is the price of petrol. The price is P. When the price is this much, then quantity will be consumed this much. That means this is a one diagram demand curve of the complementary goods. If the price decreases from P to P1, then quantity demanded will be also increases because this is case of your complementary goods. So the demand curve will be like this. That means there is a rightward shift. So there is a rightward shift of the demand curve if your complementary goods price will be decreases. So this is all about your cross demand where it indicates the price of given commodity and this price of related commodity. The next topic is normal goods and inferior goods. This can be explained through the example. So first, the meaning of the normal good is these are those goods whose demand increases with increase in the income. And the examples are TV, bike, etc. which are we consume in our daily life. So these are your normal goods. Not your necessity goods is different things, but normal goods is which are used in daily life in a regular basis were required like your TV, bike, etc. Inferior goods are those goods whose demand decreases with increase in the income. So demand decreases then due to the increase in the income, and the examples are low quality product like your coarse grain like bajra, jowar, etc. So basically inferior goods means we discuss this indicates the low quality products. So here we can explain through a diagram. So first, if the income increases, then the normal goods demand will always increases. So the demand curve will be like this. This is P and this is Q. This is your price and this is your quantity demand. So if your price, your income, this is your income. If income increases, movement of demand curve, and we can say that there is a positive relationship between your income and demand of your in case of your normal goods. Like in your inferior goods, if the income increases, then the inferior demand of the goods will be decreased because we switch over the superior product. Same, if your income decreases, then your demand will be increases. So here the diagram will be like this. This is P and this is Q. If your price increases, then this is your income. If your income increases, then the demand will be decreases. And if your income decreases, the demand of the inferior product will be increases. So the demand curve will be downward movement, or we can say that there is a negative relationship between the price and the demand of the inferior goods. So this is all about our today's lesson. Hope you guys understand this. Thank you for watching.